Hi.
We're live.
Look, it is live on Inside CKP, where Jeremy has handed me the controls of his computer and the
Such a smart man.
Yeah. He's probably gonna have to watch this on his phone so he knows when to disapprove. We're gonna do that. Yeah, it's gonna be great. We're here to talk about this chick. You probably haven't met her before. I don't think she's ever been on the channel.
No, never.
Not a single time.
Time.
That's right. But here we are with Melissa Olthoff. Hi, Melissa.
Yay!
And Melissa, why have you gathered us here today?
I have gathered you all here today because I really just want to hang out with these two lovely ladies because they're like my bestest friends outside of Nick Steverson, who is selfishly celebrating his birthday instead of my book release. I mean, rude.
Whatever.
Really?
It's fine.
Seriously.
So I have this
Happy
book
birthday,
coming out.
Nick.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Let's see, that was less than 2 minutes. I earned a disapproving eyebrow. I'm so proud.
I love it.
Yeah, she's pleased.
I am very pleased.
And yes, here we are again. Here I am, Charlie.
Surprise.
Yeah,
so besides Nick's birthday, why are we here?
Yeah, why are we here?
We are here because I cannot say no to Marisa Wolf or Casey Azell when they say things like, hey, have you considered writing in the 4HU? And hey, we have these cool cat assassins and you should write a story about them. And I go, okay. So here we are.
And it's not entirely your first 4HU contribution, right? How did that start, Melissa?
So there I was.
Right, no shit.
No shit, there I was, minding my own business, doing my day job.
I fight with my girlfriends.
Right?
Oh, sorry, I thought that's how that went.
Yeah, it's great. It's fine.
That's what does. Well, if I remember right, our esteemed factory boss, Chris Kennedy, had a Phoenix Initiative anthology that was coming out, and he needed a few more stories. So I spent 3 hours of my workday on a phone call with Nick Steverson and Casey Moores, helping them plot out stories.
Sure. Yeah.
And then I'm like, I was listening to Dos Gringos, specifically to Jeremiah Weed. And I'm like, hey, boss, I've got an idea involving a bottle of Jeremiah Weed, a vibrating rubber duck, and a dropship pilot out on her first contract. What do you say? He's like, yes. I'm like,
like the aviator that he is, he said, I'm in.
Yeah, right? Do that thing.
I believe the exact, I'm like, I could bang it out really quick, so to speak. He's like, bang it, baby.
Yeah, this sounds right. Sounds right.
Yeah.
So that was Duck Me, the short story in the anthology.
I hope you're keeping account.
For those of you in the know, it is Thursday.
It is Thursday.
Duck me. Yeah.
Duck me.
Here we are, a trio of troublemakers. And also, yes, I think the best stories do start this way. It's a great call, Stephen.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm guessing this was about you like minding your business or being innocent or something. Would be my guess. So you should probably correct us.
Totally innocent. That's my thing, right?
Hence the vibrating ducks, which I spoiler will totally tell you all make a nice triumphant return in this novel that we are here to talk about today. So what is the basis of Companions in Chains, Melissa?
Yeah, so tell us the premise.
Yeah, the premise.
In a single sentence, it is Science Guild mind games because we're still. I remember, Jeremy. We're still within the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I should get an approving eyebrow.
You should get an approving eyebrow. I don't know. He might be on a little bit of a delay. Hold on. No, it's still just approving. Yeah, so weird.
I only have one piece.
I see. He only has one face. He says.
Okay, so Science Guild mind games, the power of friendship, and one very grumpy cat assassin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also a real good butt.
Yeah.
But
right? Like
that's CKP's butt right there.
It's like America's butt, only better.
Right.
Oh, no, I don't know how to take it off. It's fine.
Thank you, Charlie, for filling in for us.
Thank you.
Since it's still within the first 10 minutes.
Exactly. We just won't repeat it, but accurate. Yeah.
Accurate. Yeah.
Good
so
butt.
to speak.
So we have our first question of the evening. Are your vibrating ducks in a row or a tower?
Possibly a tower. I mean, because what do bored fighter pilots do in a bar when they have a bucket full of vibrating rubber ducks? Why do they have a bucket full? You'll just have to read it.
You have to read the story. Yeah, you'll have to read the story. Yeah. Hello, Nicole.
Hey,
hi, Nicole.
I would like to point out that my fighter pilot husband is the one who came up with the vibrating duck tower.
Unsurprised.
Yeah, sounds legit.
Yeah.
Sounds
I mean,
legit.
really the only way we can go. So all what we can expect. Casey.
So, Melissa, just out of curiosity, what made you decide to connect your aptly call signed fighter pilot, dropship pilot, Ducky, with a Cat Assassin story? Why? What's the connection there? Oh,
sorry. That's not nice. Okay, carry on.
Honestly, like, I'm not really sure where some of that came from, but I knew I wanted to write a story about best friends, right? Like, hence the power of friendship. Like, how far you go for your friends is kind of a theme that in found family is a theme that a lot of us, all three of us use that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And
I feel like we just talked about that. Like,
we did just talk about this.
So weird that we do that.
Yeah.
But we were trying to when I was talking with Marisa about this, like about the short story, I'm like, I need to connect Ducky to the Depics somehow in a believable way that readers will recognize. And damn, did she give me like the best tie-in ever. It was awesome. Amazing. And again, read the short story to find out, and then go read the novel tomorrow.
Here to help. It involves a specific piece of hardware that fans can access.
Ooh, so weird. I wonder what
Love
it could
it.
be.
Yeah.
Love it. Yeah.
Casey, since the companion novels were your brainchild, do you want to share a little bit about where that came from?
Sure. So with the conclusion, the triumphant conclusion of the Omega War and then the Guild Wars, you and I wrapped up the initial Depic trilogy with Ally. And so that brought that arc to a close for the Depics. But for those of you who've read the story, this is a spoiler, but the book's been out for like 3 years. So, you can deal.
If you need to.
Right. Yeah. The result of that conclusion is that the Depic are different now. And while before they had a strong drive towards claiming and maybe adopting people, as we saw in the very first of the Depic stories, that need and drive has been changed slightly, thanks to the expertise of the Rogol and certain geneticists. And what it amounts to is now the Depic have an even stronger drive, an even stronger need to bond with someone to be their backup. And we thought that there was like just so much potential for stories there, right? Because who could be bonded to the galaxy's deadliest assassin? Well, the answer is anybody. So what does that look like, right? What kind of fun shenanigans are shenanigans are a group of people gonna, or whatever, because they're not necessarily always people, gonna get up to when they're bonded with such a deadly and volatile creature. So that's where it came from.
So we opened it up to people, mostly people that we already know and are obsessed with their writing abilities. So Casey Moores had the first one, Companion to Darkness.
Yes.
Kitty. I love that.
Rock Kitty.
Yeah, it's pretty fabulous. You should check it out if you have not already. This second one from Melissa Olthoff, Companion in Chains. And I hear a rumor that David Shadoin is finishing one pretty soon also. So companion novels for everybody. All my friends.
Yeah. Well, we wanted to see, like Marisa said, hey, Leah. We wanted to see how that worked out, right? Like how do the people whose writing we love, how are they going to interpret that bond? So.
And so far, real different, turns out.
Yeah. Yeah. But all really good, right?
Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. I love it so much.
Yeah.
Okay. So Melissa wrote a short story very quickly, I believe, called Duck Me. It's in the Phoenix Initiative First Missions anthology, which you should totally check out, which has a new audiobook.
And has
Yes.
stories like, I don't know, braided stories from two awesome
sure.
people. And then a shady person. I don't know about him. He's kind of shady.
It's a little shady. Yeah.
He's a
They're
little
really
shady.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's 3 stories, 4 people. So Haley and Casey
Haley.
wrote a story. H.Y. Gregor, we love her too.
Yes.
She may or may not pop in the chat. We don't know. We don't know her life. But Haley and Casey wrote a story in which a Depic doesn't have a human companion.
Mm-mm.
No spoilers.
Doesn't have a companion at all, but finds one
Mhm.
and makes it real clear that he's hers.
Yeah. This is mine. Thank you so much.
I don't give a shit what the rest of y'all do. This one's mine.
This one's mine. Okay.
I'm gonna.
Yeah. If I need to make sure you live, so this one lives, fine.
Yeah.
So good times. Then Shady picked up the story with some heisting. And then I got to close out the braided story with some folks. If you have read The Lion's Den or The Lion's Pride by Chris Kennedy and I, there are some characters you might recognize. Basically, the world's oldest mercs. So
bring new meaning to the term old age and treachery.
yeah. It's one of those, like, we were kept on a battle planet for 100 years fighting for maybe humanity, and it's the opinion that humanity is held to by a wild SI. And then what happens when they're freed from that battle planet? Like, they are literally the most experienced human mercenaries. Excuse me. There are plenty of long-lived creatures in the 42. But then what happens? They're out in the world. They want the weird stuff. So
Yeah,
they show up. That's right. I said it.
it really
so
is a
they
motley
show up.
crew, right? Like,
Yes.
I just think about the,
So it's a fun story. There are so many fun stories in that anthology. Duck Me, our story is, Casey Moore's story is fantastic.
We braided ours.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like, that's just how we do. So
Right.
every story in that anthology is real good. So check it out. And then, then Melissa was like, "Oh yeah, I got to write this novel. Oh no, I've been forced and my arm twisted hard.
Yeah.
Life is so hard."
I believe the conversation went something like this. Hey, Melissa. Yeah.
Yeah. You want to do that?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
What am I doing?
Yeah. Just tell me more. I mean, so you had kind of a fun way. Fun is the word we'll use. Of writing this book. Do you want to share your process with the class?
Which part?
Yeah, take that question however you like.
So this book was weird. Like, so I had 3 main POVs, right? I had Ducky, I had Rebel, and then I had my Depic Ruin. And I ended up writing Duckies almost all the way through because of NaNoWriMo. Write a novel or 50K in November. So I actually wrote like almost the whole book and then had to go back and write the chipmunk scenes because I also had, I had 4 POVs because I don't know my own stuff anymore. I had to write the chipmunks. I had to go back and write Rebel. I had to write Ruin. And then I had to like take all the pieces and thread them together. And it was the first time I've done that, but it was a lot of fun. But I tried to stay in one character's head at a time because otherwise the voices would get a little mixed up and then they'd yell at me. Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that. Yeah. That's exactly what I was talking about. It's like, it's almost like you wrote the book 3 times. You didn't. But it's like, wrote all the Ducky chapters. She's like, here's some Ducky chapters. Like, oh my God, these are so great. She's like, okay, now I'm working on Rebel. I was like, oh, there were no Rebel okay. And she's like, now I'm trying to figure out where they go. Wait, also I need to add these other ones. Also, it's 110,000 words and I'm not
even close to done because I got to like the battle and I'm like, cool, I've caught up with all the different parts of myself. Awesome. Yes. Shit. So I'm like, hey boss, so this one's gonna be chonky. Ended up being almost 150K. It is the longest book I've written to date, and I did it in 10 weeks.
Nice.
I mean,
yeah.
let
me just go on record as saying that ass, she thick.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thick.
Lots
Yeah.
of C's.
With 3
Yeah.
C's. Yeah.
Yes. That's the cover. That's the book itself. You all are welcome. It's a big. That was
I got the eyebrow. I got the eyebrow.
One.
Oh,
yeah.
that was the approving eyebrow. Yes.
Oh,
That's
okay,
the
cool.
approving. Yeah. Agreed. Also, I'm guessing your tattoo was out for a second
On
and that's
display.
why-
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really fancy.
Fancy
Yeah.
chicken. Thank you. Next
Charlie
to
just
Wilson.
put Sir Minx-a-Lot in my head.
Melissa did like a whole verse at some point. I don't remember like.
Oh my God, we start with like, I like big books and I cannot lie. And then you added in something.
Yeah, you other readers can't deny. When a book walks in
with them.
something. We were real clever.
We were.
Just accept that we were clever.
Believe us, we're trustworthy.
Mm-hmm.
So thick.
That was the approving face.
As his wife blushes.
I mean, like, he locked this shit down for a reason.
To be fair.
Jesse!
Yeah.
My t-shirt
Sorry.
and dog walking back.
I saw my favorite puppy.
She's pretty great. We don't usually dress our dogs up. I feel like the internet needs to know this. Josie had surgery somewhat recently, and so she's currently wearing clothes to help
To keep her from licking her scar.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, and also because they shaved her, and it's winter in Massachusetts, so
Poor baby.
she gets clothes. It's fine. It's pretty great because my background is just oddly blurred. It's just like
Nobody knows why.
of like a hairy toddler going by. We don't know. It's fine. Don't worry, you two guys are dog. It's totally fine. And she's back. See?
She knew we were talking about her.
She's very concerned as to why the door is closed. Anyway. Okay.
We're great.
So,
we're great.
Yes. So I think one of my favorite things about the process of this book.
Bye, Stephen.
So hello. Oh, bye, Stephen. Thank you. Oh, stop this. Yeah, we're gonna show that.
Aw.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I like that. I love it. Of the making of the book, one of my favorite things about the making of the book was how much of it was vibes. So was this like step 1, revel in ruin. That's amazing, right?
Yeah.
That's what I got. I was like, okay, I love this. Yes, this is an amazing pair name. Step 2, the Casper operators are hot. Okay, amazing.
I am who I am. You're welcome.
It really makes me happy how often Melissa says to me, I wasn't sure where the story was going to go until I realized this character was hot, and now I know.
It literally happened like that. I was struggling with that short story, and then all of a sudden I'm like, Simmons is hot.
Yeah.
Oh!
It makes a difference.
He looks like
Yeah.
Dean Winchester. Perfect. I've got
Done.
this.
Done.
Yeah.
And then I was done in a day.
So, fun side note.
Yeah.
Melissa beta reads for me, as she does for you, I know, Marisa.
Yeah.
And I sent her a manuscript recently.
Mm-hmm.
And she
really
came
good
back
one.
with the one comment, but like almost immediately,
Okay.
she was like, "This character's hot, isn't he?" And I'm
Yep.
like, "Well, he's older." And she's like, "Yeah, no, Silver Fox, totally
Yeah.
Silver Fox
Yeah.
vibes."
Was I wrong?
I have also received this comment in a story. And it makes me very happy every time.
The short story that you did for Beyond Enemies release, the one that is up on Bane, and you all should read
Yeah.
it because it's
Fantastic.
awesome.
Yes.
And I'm like, this
Pretty
character
short
is
story.
hot,
Go
isn't
get
he?
it. Yep.
Like, well, he is
Yeah.
now.
Right, that was my answer because I was like, I don't. Yeah, now he is. Yep, he's hot now.
So yeah, if you ever want to get Melissa's attention, write a story with
Yeah.
hot characters.
Yeah,
So,
just-
yeah.
Just at least one hot guy.
That's
Bonus
all I
points.
need.
Yeah, bonus points if he's bendy. It'll be fine. Yeah.
Bendy hotness.
Bendy hotness.
If you would like to know what bendy hotness is, read Beyond Enemies by Marisa
Yeah.
Wolf. And I'm not going to bother pointing because Who the heck?
Yeah, we don't know
where
where the
I'm pointing
screens
at?
are. Streamer decides different things for us. We don't know. Good goodness. Were there? I did have a question in there. I promise. I just got distracted because who I was a person. Were
And also
there
hotness.
Bendy hotness? Yeah. What are you gonna do? Dean Winchester. I was like, what? There? Were there other vibes that you used in the building of this chonky book?
Honestly, so I have not read every 4HU book. I know Chris Kennedy has read every last book that CKP publishes, but the last one I read, like in sequence, Peepo was still in charge of the Earth, so it's been a minute. And then I just skipped ahead to the Phoenix Initiative and read a few other books along the way, but I didn't read anything that really focused on the dropship pilots. Like they were there. There were a lot of ones that had like POV scenes, but none that really focused on them that I'd read. And I'm like, well, I was a Air Force pilot for a hot second. I'm married to a fighter pilot. I worked with fighter pilots, and I really wanted to like bring that culture in a little bit. And I totally might have Tuckerized Dos Gringos in the bar.
Love it. Love it.
So that was a lot of fun.
So if you're not
For all those who
familiar,
aren't familiar,
yeah, Dos Gringos is a American rock duet, I guess. Duo. Yeah, there were a pair of F-16 pilots who the story I got, I don't know if this is how much of this is urban legend, but the story I got is that they're musical dudes and they're deployed, and somebody brought their guitar and they wrote all these songs while they were deployed.
Yep.
And came back and cut an album, and it instantly became like viral within the fighter pilot and larger Air Force pilot community, with such classics as we're 10 minutes in, as that cocksucker motherfucker Jeremiah Weed.
Yes.
So if that gives you any kind of clue as to the tenor of their performances.
Not safe for work, not safe for young children.
Not safe for children. No.
If you want to know how fighter pilots think, if you want like a glimpse into their culture, just go listen to the Sand Trap. Live at the Sand Trap is like my favorite of their albums. It's awesome. Just volume down if you're in a public place. Right.
But also, there's a very clear way of finding other Dos Gringos fans. You just walk into a place where you suspect that there might be some, and you yell Fox 1.
Yes!
Because the appropriate response is...
It's the heater in your chest. Fox. No, that's Fox 2. Dang! I need to listen to it again, clearly. You've got nothing left. Fox 2, it's the heater in your chest. There we go.
Yeah.
I am ashamed.
It
wasn't put you on the spot.
Yeah. I was just... I've heard you both burst into this song before. Therefore, I thought that was a safe question.
At some point, I swear to Jeremiah Weed that I'm going to get Shady and Ike up singing this with like whoever else wants to sing it at like karaoke or something.
That would be pretty awesome. That would be pretty awesome.
Really fun.
Both of those dudes can actually sing.
They can. They really can.
Yeah. Yeah. The hidden talents you never knew. That's why they call it CKP Confidential, right? Because you know. So
don't tell anybody.
Don't tell.
Circle of trust.
Circle of trust.
We do that a lot. Weird.
just us and you. Just us. Just a little circle.
And all your friends that you're going to share this video with.
Please share this video.
Like and
subscribe. Here, go ahead. Somewhere in some angle from me is a little thumbs up. You should thumbs up it. If you have not,
Jaeger action.
That's right. If you have not yet subscribed to the CKP channel, you probably should. Because how else will you know all of this amazing fun is happening?
Right.
See, look at how trustworthy everyone is. So proud.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Also, hey, if you're catching this on the replay, dudes, let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, caught you on the replay.
Yeah. What up?
Yeah.
Maybe put Fox 1 in all caps. I don't know.
We might respond
loudly. Also in all caps.
Okay.
That would be great. That would be great. Yeah. So, Melissa.
Ma'am.
Over the course of this book, was there anything as you're writing that surprised you? That you were like, oh, I didn't know I was going to do that in this story?
Mm-hmm.
That you can share without spoilers.
So there is a particular phrase that people should pay attention to.
Oh.
And it's something very similar to Here to Help.
Sure.
I did not plan that. And we're going to talk about Maurice's favorite quote, which is the first draft, all it has to do is exist. Because then we can go back and make it look like we knew what we were doing from the beginning, which is a lot of what I did with this one. Was I would get to a certain point, I would just be writing. Like a lot of the sprinting that we do is super helpful for just letting go and like just random, like, oh wow, I didn't plan that, but it works. And then you can go back and you can foreshadow it and thread things through in it. It happened quite a bit, but it was fun.
Nice.
So one of the things that has always been a hallmark of the Four Horsemen universe have been the multiple different races, right? That exist. And I know that you've written space opera before, and so you've dealt with like aliens and alien cultures and stuff before. But how did you find the experience in this book of writing from different POVs of humans and not chipmunks, but chipmunks and the chipmunks, as it were. You're right, and the cat assassins. Like, I know you said that you felt like the characters spoke to you in your head. Did you find it difficult, or did you find it really easy to make them feel like their own species or their own? I guess species. I guess there isn't really another word.
Their race.
Their race, yeah. As opposed to just being humans in with furry masks on.
Not really, because Salvage Title Universe it's such an open sandbox world where you have all of these like countless races that you can use. And Nick Steverson, hey Nick, who's in the chat.
The birthday boy has appeared.
Hi. And to be clear, to answer Nick's question, yes, Alice in Chains actually inspired the title, because I am shit at titles. I did not come up with that title. My husband did. Credit where credit is due.
Down in a hole. Down in a hole. All right.
Yeah. Hello.
But Salvage Title Universe, I kind of cheated, a little bit there, I feel like, because Nick and I co-wrote a whole ass trilogy on hyenas, like where the whole book was from alien POVs. So we both had a lot of practice with it. So it wasn't really difficult. It was more, I would take a break from writing to read. I reread Ally. I reread Companion to Darkness. So I was getting the Depic vibes. I used a lot of Casey Moore's characters because everybody should know at this point, he's like my first writing mentor. And he literally said, here's all these characters I love very much. They were my first characters, and go. And I went, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a lot of trust.
Seriously, a lot. He let me use Bull. He let me use Patches. He let me use the badass blades. And he's like, and here's the chipmunks. And I'm like,
thanks.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I love you.
Yeah. As Nick says, you are the shit.
No.
Yeah.
Look at him being nice on his birthday. It's wild.
I know. It is fun.
Yes. And agreed. Alien POVs are super, super fun to write. Because you can't, plenty of people do, I guess, but it's better not to just make them humans in a furry costume. So
right. Yeah.
Right. And no pressure. Here's just some of my favorite characters, Melissa. Just be careful.
Yeah. Don't fuck them up.
To be clear, I also had Casey like read he reads for me, just like I read for him, and we read for each other. And I'm like, these are your characters. If I did anything that isn't quite in character for them, or if I, miss the mark, tell me and I'll fix it. They're your characters. It's my story, but you have, veto rights over all the things that involve, you.
Yeah.
Right.
So he was like, yeah, you nailed it. Except for this part. And I'm like, cool, fix, and done.
Great. Duh.
Nothing is ever perfect.
No.
Fair. Nothing is ever perfect, because I believe that after I read the book, I sent Melissa like running comments because I decided that's what she would want.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
She woke up one morning to like 18 messages from me. It's just like my reactions to things. But my
It's
email,
really great.
thank you. My email was basically like, yeah, I have a problem. First of all, how dare you? Because you said you're writing one book, and clearly there are more stories to be told with these characters. So what the fuck, though? And I believe Melissa didn't shut that down entirely.
I did not. I totally left that open. So Ducky's story, like I did her development in this one book. That's part of the reason why it was so chonky, was that I wanted Ducky's character arc and growth to happen in this story, because while Rebel was initially like, she was my first idea, right? Like that was the character I came up with first. She's not the main character. Yeah. She's the stakes character. She's the one that you know, propels the story forward and drives everything. But Ducky is the main character. And I'm like, I've got to get all the things wrapped up for her. So then I can just, you know, go forth and write more stories with her and Simmons, Bash, Mace, like all those characters that I love in the Combat Wombats. But Rebel and Tiger and Ruin, might be some stuff left over there. Like a lot of stuff involving Science Guild jerks.
Jerks. Yeah. So they suck. So we might see more Melissa in the 4HU is what I'm hearing.
I'm laughing at Nick.
Oh yeah, he's over here just doing things. So yes, accurate. She's really, really good at characters. But of course, because she has red hair, she has no soul. I would like Easy to know that I did not just use the G word.
I will inform him.
Thank you.
You did not use the G word.
I could have.
You could have.
But I did not. Yes, that is usually.
Yeah. What was really funny was that, like, you know, autocorrect a lot of times will change fuck to duck. And then I was actually using it on purpose and it autocorrected it to fuck. Like, what is happening? I actually wanted to use the word wild. Duck that shit.
I can tell you autocorrect. It's never duck. This actually was duck, though.
It really was.
Yeah.
Okay. What was your favorite? I'm ignoring the boys in the chat currently.
Yes.
Again.
With all their hate speech.
Solid plan.
My favorite drink, whiskey hate speech. Don't take that out of context, internet. I'm specifically talking about this word that is repeatedly in the chat.
Yes.
It's fine. Not actually
hard R and everything.
Yeah. Do not condone. So, anyway, what was your favorite part about writing a epic? Ignore these boys.
I am. Wow, Nick. Jesus fuck.
He's not wrong though.
He's really not. My husband was home for lunch today. I'm just saying, it's been a good day.
Nice. Happy Thursday, internet.
It's Thursday.
Thursday.
Anyways, honestly, I had a lot of fun writing his scenes because, like, he had so much pent up aggression and rage and understandable confusion that when I finally got to like take the chain off, see what I did there, and let him just rage, it was so much fun to just have him go feral. Again, I'm just like nailing it tonight.
That's
so proud of myself. I'm so proud.
The best part is how you keep telling us that you're.
I know. Look how good I am at this.
Oh my god, y'all! I'm really tired, so this is as good as it gets today.
We are rocking it over here. Yeah, so good.
When he finally got to go a little bit feral and cause some chaos and some mayhem, it was because he was trying to protect what he had become somewhat attached to. So that was a lot of fun.
Jesus Christ!
Thanks, Chris. I am funny. Thank you for noticing. I'm really tired.
And the boss enters the chat.
Thanks for watching. I swear to God, I swear, if there is a way for me to embarrass myself in front of that man, I will find it, and I will find it quickly, without fail.
Oh gosh. We already said nice things about you, Chris. We can't do it again. I'm sorry.
No, sorry.
Yeah.
I'll start at LibertyCon 2 years ago.
My goodness. You know what, Nick? Quiet down. You're supposed to be on the show, and now you're just
Seriously.
not.
Yeah,
So
go have dinner with your hot redhead wife or something.
yeah,
I don't know.
Go enjoy time with your beautiful wife.
Go get a birthday present.
Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday.
Okay. So,
Wow, Nick. Wow.
okay, we're ignoring Nick in the chat now.
Yes,
if you
we
have
are.
questions for Melissa about the then click the link and join us, you jerk. Just
You
Pretend
can
Abe was
hop
saying-
in.
Wow.
This is
My
what we do.
condolences if that's all your birthday entails, bud.
Oh.
I mean, to be fair, he can have fun in the chat. I'm just going to ignore him because he's supposed to be here with us, but it's his birthday.
Rude.
So, you know.
Suspicious quotes.
Okay. Suspicious because he forgot it was his birthday when we scheduled this.
He totally forgot it was his birthday.
He's like, oh shit, it's my birthday.
Yeah. So full
Likely
disclosure,
story, Nick.
yeah,
Likely
internet
story.
friends.
Yeah, sure.
The
Later.
cakes.
Some
Yeah.
twin you
I
are.
like that we picked different words. I did cake. You did later.
That cake is
That's right.
later.
We don't know what's suspicious.
Cannoli, really.
Sick and filling. It's fine. Okay. So
And there it is. There it is, folks.
good this whole time.
I love you so much.
Got you. I just enjoyed that we were like holding it pretty together, and then Chris arrives, and we're like, gone. We're out. This is it.
Oh my god. That's not like you're supposed to eat.
Presented with
Wait, was that for us or was that for Nick, Jeremy?
Charlie, you win. You win the internet tonight, babe. It is
That
all
was
yours.
amazing.
You're the internet champion. Holy shit. Oh, I put mascara on for this.
terrible mistake. Josie is also trying to. She also would like to be involved.
She just keeps it coming.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, I said what I said.
Yep, that is what she said. So for
Damn, here's to you, girl.
Yeah, seriously, Charlie.
She's amazing.
If you were enjoying this side chat of shenanigans, I think you will very much enjoy the Simmons Bash Ducky interaction in the
the
book.
interplay.
Yes, interplay, if you will. Yeah, I can no longer ask actual questions.
Okay. Whew. Got this. Totally got this.
Charlie is taking a bow. Nick has high-fived her husband.
Travis, her husband.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody is a winner. Ooh.
Of course they are. It's Thursday.
It's Thursday.
It's Thursday. Ask Casey about Thursday at a con, friends, if you are not yet read into the
Church.
Thursday church.
Yeah, I'll be happy to convert you.
Yeah. It won't take much, I think, for most people. So cheers.
Yeah.
I keep trying to get us back on the book, but it's
I know.
You're doing
I'm sorry.
amazing.
it's gone.
Yeah. But for real though, this is the birthday Thursday. Yeah, that's what the suspicious quotes were about. Welcome to the present, Nick.
Congrats on figuring it out.
Catching up. You caught up. Good job.
Oh, you got the little clap. Oh, that looks good. I like the little clap. Okay.
But that is a good point. If you like this kind of like bullshittery back and forth and banter, you're really gonna like Companions in Chains.
Yeah.
So,
Mm-hmm.
Melissa did a phenomenal job of nailing that kind of camaraderie and dynamic and the love language of air crews for as long as there has been powered flight has been banter and bullshittery and casual insults. So
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I can't imagine where that shit comes from in real life. Oh, hey, Atlas.
Yeah, sorry, my cat wants in.
Speaking of cats,
He was like peering at me through the door. So
cat's gonna cat.
I mean, Josie was barking, Atlas is meowing. It is the 4-HU up here for everyone.
Speaking of fearless orange boys.
That's right. That's right. Oh my. Dave, I'm really glad that you're having a good time here.
Yes.
Happy to help.
We are full service, not that
Here
way.
for you.
Yeah,
Here for you. Yeah.
I am I am wearing a cat shirt today. This one is yeah. Tried to be on theme for the situation.
I'm not.
Ducky chose violence.
Yes.
Yes, she did.
My daughter was like, "Does the duck have a knife?" I'm like, "Yes." She's like,
very cute. My goodness. Yeah, Ducky gets into some shenanigans, y'all.
Yeah, she does. She
like
does.
some real shenanigans. If I already asked you if you have questions for Melissa, apologies. I lost it about 18 cackles ago. So if you do have any questions for Melissa, please do put them in the chat for us because I had them and they're gone now. My second dog has entered the chat. So exciting.
They heard it was a menagerie up in here. They're like, what? We want to come and be cool on the internet.
I also want to be annoying on the internet.
Yeah.
Let me too.
What happens at the end of the book?
There's this red shirt. His name is Sick Neverson, and he just fucks everything up. He is the worst. He can't even say oops correctly. It's just he says poops instead. So it's just like oops, Sick Neverson. Like it's ridiculous.
Forgets his own birthday.
That's right.
Right? Like totally bails out of his twin. I mean, God, that guy.
It's a real unsatisfying, mostly pathetic character ending. Oh no.
Oh God.
No, that's a bad idea.
There's hunking involved. It's fine. Jesus. Sorry, boy Casey, wherever you are currently.
That's a good question.
Travis.
Ooh, thank you. That is a great question.
What does a dropship look like, Melissa? Tell us more.
I mean, there's a pretty good one on the cover of the book. I thought, anyways. Like when I saw that cover, I almost cried. So, I mean, you only get like the front of it, but I'm like, oh, it's so cool, right? In the cat shadow.
Yeah.
The back of it. Oh, sorry. Okay. Yeah.
But if anybody watched, what is it, Love, Death, and Robots on Netflix, Lucky 13 has
loved that story so much.
It was so good. Is my favorite out of all of them because it's like the relationship between a pilot and their aircraft and how like they're not soulless hunks of metal. They come to life when you fly. And that, in my head at least, is what the dropships look like, appropriately scaled up for, Caspers. So
right.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Yeah, I think Travis liked your answer, but he also might have been responding to Dave.
I mean, I'm going to go with you like my answer.
Yes. But Travis, we appreciate you helping us get back on track momentarily. We know it won't last long, but we do appreciate it. So if you are intrigued, as you should
you
be,
missed it, Nick.
We did talk about
had you been here on time, we would have talked. You would have heard the top of that.
You know what, Nick? No, I'm not putting your comment up. No. So
when you've got nothing left.
There it is.
Thank you.
So if you're intrigued by the banter, the vibrating ducks, the violence, the grumpy cat's ass, and the power of friendship, any of the things, because this book has
the hot dropship pilots.
The hot dropship. You damn fucking right.
So true story.
Oh yeah.
Marisa and I had a really fun conversation one time because she was telling me about a convention that she had attended that I had missed. I think I was still in Japan. And she was telling me about, some of the interplay, the conversations that she had. And at one point, how she basically had to, sit someone down, not like in a, hey, come have a seat way, but in a like, sit your ass down sort of way. And I almost, because I was having this conversation with her while I was driving to work, and I almost drove off the road because I was laughing so hard. And I said, like, I love so much about this because for some fucking reason, people think you're the nice one.
Gosh, we have a whole Feral Ladies episode on that. The innocent one, the nice one.
Yeah, I think I told that story. Sorry if it's a
no.
It was a good one.
And while Marisa is a wonderful, warm, kind, loving human being,
Thanks.
100%.
She's not the nice one, y'all.
I am not. You know what, though, to be fair, I am. Somebody deserves not a nice bird.
Marisa follows the Roadhouse philosophy of life.
Yes.
Be nice until it's time to not be nice.
No lies detected.
Here to chew bubblegum and kick ass and mull it.
Okay.
Also, I can't kick ass anymore, guys, so don't take me seriously on that one.
I'll back you up.
Yeah. That's right, Dave. You tell him. No cannoli for you. Anyway, so yes, I am sometimes I'm kind. I feel like I'm not nice.
You are kind. Yeah.
You
are also fully capable of defending yourself.
Revenge.
And sitting someone the fuck down.
Yeah. Well, sometimes people need to be reminded where their butt needs to go. And it's the fuck out my face. So anyway, Jerry does not. You know what, Dave? Keep talking. You're doing great.
Quiet down, Dave.
He already knows, Nick. You all know.
Clearly, it's Josie.
Go on. She's the boss. That's why she wears clothes. The whole point of all of that, if you are intrigued by the banter and the fun and the sexy things and all the good times, you can read Duck Me right now. The Phoenix Initiative First Missions.
And all the other awesome stories, including Charlie's.
Yes, Charlie.
Yes.
A good story in this.
Charlie's story.
You can read it with your eyeballs. You can listen to it
with your ear
on
holes.
The phone. I don't know, with your ear holes. Call it on the cell phone. I don't know what you need to do. And then tomorrow, in actually 4 hours from right now, you can buy Companion in Chains for your very own.
Yes. And you can read it with your eyeballs.
With your eyeballs.
Yes. Yeah.
And you will want to. And you might, there is a part in this book, because we'll tell the story in a second. I was rereading the comments that I sent to Melissa the other day for reasons. And there was one where I said, oh shit, I almost goose humped right here. And I did. It was like real close. Like there was a little like, and yeah. And it was almost a goose honk. And see if you can find it, because you will be rewarded to find it. So also, Dave would pay money to watch Jeremy's show. You are my favorite.
Not that hard. You just have to put a mirror in front of you.
Yeah. Good times. Charlie, you're so welcome. You're wonderful. Nick, we already said your story was great, so screw you for being late. Your story is really good.
Yeah, you're missing all the good stuff, man.
It's so good. We know. Everybody knows. No, it really genuinely was a very good story.
Mm-hmm.
Yay, Dave. Excellent. I enjoy it, and I'm sure that you will.
Yay.
I am too.
So
we worked really hard on it, but
we did.
Thank you. We worked really hard on it.
So one thing with this story that, I mean, nobody creates in a vacuum, right? Like one of my favorite authors, Alona Andrews, said that we don't create from a vacuum, whether it's, listening to music, watching, TV shows and movies, or reading other books, or in this case, talking with our author friends. Like I wrote the story really fast, but I was thinking about it for like 2 freaking years. Like I talked it over with Marisa. I talked it over with John Osborne. I I bounced a lot of it off Nick. In fact, one of the key points from Ruin's POVs was because of Nick, because I was like, dude, I don't know what to do with this part. I'm stuck. And so we talked about it for like an hour, and then he's like, oh, what if you do this? And I'm like,
what if I do that? Yeah.
That's perfect. So, and then talking with boy Casey Moops, Casey Moores, he has many names and all the talent. And talking with him about like, you know, I was a pilot for like this long. So I'm like, dude, help me out with the pilot stuff because it's been a minute. Like make sure I don't fuck it up. And he was really helpful with us. So none of us create any of this in a vacuum. And I'm so lucky to have all these awesome people that I can talk with.
Yeah. Same, for sure. Same. Yeah.
Sorry. What the fuck? So I love this. No, this one. So Nick does know where I goose honked. No. Nick knows where I almost goose honked because I sent those reply out because I finished reading it first. So it was
She did.
So he does know that, but we didn't offer a free book for this one, Nick. We offered a free book for where I goose honked in Darsana, which, fun fact, guys, thankfully Melissa and I both know exactly what part it was.
Oh my god!
But I opened the manuscript with my comment in it to screenshot that part because I could see it in my head, but I went to screenshot it so when whoever won, we could be like, here it is. And the comment wasn't there. So I looked in my messenger messages, I looked in my text messages, I looked in
email,
group chats, emails, and that comment is gone. Melissa's like, no, I know exactly where it is. I'll find it. And I was like, thank God, because I'm going insane.
It's not there.
No, we have switched dimensions. That comment is gone.
I can see it. You know, I can see it in my head. Like I can see like all of the freaking words, the amount of
yeah, right, all of it.
And it's not there. It doesn't exist, and we don't know what's real anymore. What is real? I don't know. It was really sad.
We're just in the Matrix.
I
sent gifts back and forth to each other.
That's funny.
I think what happened is that like we were on Discord and about to sprint with Casey, girl Casey, and we told her about it, and maybe that's why we can see it in our heads. But I swear it was there. I swear it was.
Yeah, it's fine. So
he does know.
Nick, at this point, you basically are the goose honk section, so it's fine. It's fine.
You are the goose honk section.
Like you are the biggest loser. Goodbye.
Goose honk section.
That was the show.
It's like the peanut gallery, but
but
less funny.
Yeah. Or more funny. I don't know.
Or less funny. I don't know.
Yes.
Thank you, Nick.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you, sir.
I knew I could count on you.
It is. You are an honor and a gentleman. Okay. We somehow have bullshitted for almost an hour, so it is somehow time to wrap up. So, in 4 hours and 6 minutes, you can get Companion in Chains for your very own. You too can laugh out loud and potentially tear up and be experienced in science-skilled mindfuckery, the power of friendship, and one very grumpy cat assassin, which is pretty much yes, because as we know, Nick is well acquainted with the clap. So wrap it up. Sorry, too much. It's a great hour of bullshit. Thank you so much, Dave. I appreciate
Thank you, Dave.
You're a key piece of our great hour of bullshit. I appreciate your contribution to our bullshittery. You're wonderful.
Oh, that was not me.
I know. Okay, that comment can vanish into the anals of the internet. Okay. I'm just cracking myself up over here.
I mean, clearly I'm laughing too, so it's not just you. It's not just you.
The fact that we managed to mostly stay like, all right, we kind of stayed on track is just testament to how awesome.
We keep coming back to the track. We could talk about that. Yeah.
Good. Why don't instead, as we use these last few minutes before I start getting hooked off screen by my husband, who is considering it right now, I think. let's talk about, Melissa, people buy your book in the next 4 hours and 5 minutes. And then where might they run into you in the world where they could get this book signed and or talk to you in person about Science Guild Mindfuckery, The Power of Friendship, and Grumpy Cat's Essence?
So Dan, my wonderful, amazing, awesome husband, is working on his bid for his April schedule. So if he can get the dates, I will be at Fantasy in Raleigh with these two awesome ladies and a whole bunch of other CKP authors. I will definitely be at LibertyCon. This month in like 2 weeks, me and Marisa will be at a Mid-South Con together with, again, a few CKP authors like Bill Webb, Mark Stallings, Kevin Steverson. I believe there might be one or two others that I'm forgetting. Sorry, guys. I'll be at LibertyCon, maybe with kids, maybe with not. Who knows? We'll find out. And then hopefully Dragon Con.
Yes, fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
And in the meantime, you can go to Melissa Olthoff's website, which is
melissaolthoff.net. At some point, I will buy .com. So I can be as cool as you two.
Okay. Go both ways. So on that website, there are many wonderful things. But what you can do is sign up for her website. No, that is her website. Sign up for her newsletter on her website. Yeah. She just got that bitch working. So you might as well celebrate by getting up on it. I don't know.
That was like hours of pain. So yeah, please sign up for my newsletter because I worked really hard on it for you guys.
Just to share the delight.
She writes really insightful stuff too, you guys. Like if her blogs and so it's a newsletter worth getting, and once you get it, it's worth opening and reading because it's good shit.
Oh, thank you. You guys can also just actually go to the blog section on my website. Since my newsletter was not working, I just write it as a weekly blog. So, sign up for the newsletter definitely, but also you can check out the older posts.
You can go both ways.
Oh, thank you, Charlie.
Charlie's very smart. She knows what she's talking about. Casey, do you also want to share where people can find you in the wild?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sure. I think you guys mentioned them all. So Fantasy.
I know you are, but what am I?
Caffeine-induced View. That's funny. Okay, so I will be at Fantasy in April with Marisa and hopefully Melissa. I will be at LibertyCon in Chattanooga, Tennessee in June. I will
in which you will be
I will be the mistress of ceremonies at LibertyCon.
Yes!
So you guys will get real sick of seeing me.
Impossible.
Nope, not possible.
But yes, it's a great honor, and I'm very excited. And then I will be at DragonCon in August/September. And I think that's it for this year. You can find me on the web at kczl.net. You can sign up for my mailing list. Lots of good stuff.
Yeah. Casey has a book coming out in 2 weeks, March 22nd, The Queen's Fixer.
Yes, but we're not here to talk about that one.
I understand. We're wrapping up, girl.
We are wrapping up. I was planning to say it if you didn't.
Whatever the fuck I want to say. That's
because both these ladies have books coming out later this month, and they are both so freaking good.
Yeah, Marisa's comes out first on the 16th. Yeah. It is The Spider.
Never.
Yes.
This is how we won't get sick of you. Everybody is.
Okay. Well, thank you guys. You're very kind. You also don't live with me full time, but whatever. Okay. I'm sorry. I'll stop being self-deprecating because I bitch at people when they do that. So you're right. I'm awesome. Come hang out with me.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Yeah. The Spider, March 16th, by Marisa Wolf.
15th.
15th. I'm sorry. March 15th.
This is why we don't do time math.
Yeah.
Wear the ice March. Go buy The Spider.
Yes.
You're gonna like it. Yeah.
Thanks. Okay.
And then Queen's Fixer by yours truly comes out on March 22nd. And March 23rd is my birthday. You know what I'd really like for my birthday? A book sale. Go buy my fucking book, please, for my birthday.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
And then review it because it's awesome.
And review it. Yes, I would also like a positive review for my birthday.
Yes. So treat yourself this weekend to Companion in Chains. Read it, love it, review it, have an amazing time. Get it signed when you run into Melissa. if you read it in a night, as I almost did, you can go ahead and buy Beyond Enemies, which came out by me last month. Go ahead and do that.
Yes.
Read it,
Yep.
review it, love it. Then, we're here for you. So next week, you can go buy The Spider by William Allen Webb and me, which officially kicks off the Valkyries Initiative, in which you will find books by these awesome ladies also later this year and early next. And then buy The Queen's Fixer. And I'm just helping your March be amazing. So
This month
here
is so amazing.
to help. Here to help. It is.
Fun fact.
It is. Thank you, Nick.
It is.
Accurate.
It really is.
But it is also Women in Science Fiction Month. So
Here we are.
Nailed
apropos,
it.
wouldn't you say?
Need women.
Yeah.
Need women
In science fiction. That's
Here
right.
we are. Yeah. Aw. Yeah. Thanks, Nick. That is Beyond Enemies. A girl in her tank / a girl in her AI. It's accurate.
Mhm.
It's so good. Oh, it's so good.
Broke my
Thanks, guys.
brain. I sat in my kitchen and wondered what the fuck I was supposed to do with my life after reading that book. And then I read it again and it broke me again. So good.
It's really good.
Thank you.
Yeah,
You're both
really good.
lovely. Thank you. I worked very hard on it.
We're trying out our new phrases. If you don't know what we're talking about, watch our latest episode of Feral Ladies, where we
Feral
talk about
ladies. Yeah.
how to accept compliments and praise and how to deal with criticism and people not
about
being so nice.
Tiny
But
little pink.
mostly give us praise. We like it.
It is not. You're right. It is not fixing races. Well, not that kind of way.
Oh my god, Nick.
Fixing all kinds of other things, though.
So many good things.
Mm.
All right. So check stuff out. Most importantly, one more time, let's show you Dad Ass.
That ass. Oh, that cover.
Yes.
It's an amazing
I love
book. Get it for yourself. Treat yourself. Treat your friends. Your friends also, I think, enjoy the thickness. So let them,
Right?
let them have fun. Don't be selfish and keep the thickness from your friends.
We all need chunky books in our life, okay?
And on that note, I feel like that's all.
You're welcome, everybody.
We have been great. You were great.
We have been awesome.
And I'm glad
You've
you don't
been great.
forget.
Everything's wonderful. I'm supposed to play us out somehow.
Thank you,
Same
Nick.
thing. Same thing. Okay, bye. Have a good
Bye,
night.
guys.
Bye-bye.